The Titanic, the unsinkable ship that sank on her maiden voyage, an event that has captivated the world for over a century. Today, we delve into the top 10 lesser-known secrets of this ill-fated vessel. From its maiden voyage in 1912 to its tragic encounter with an iceberg, the Titanic's story has been told and retold. But beyond the headlines, there lie stories untold and secrets unshared. Fasten your seatbelts as we embark on this voyage of discovery. Our first secret might give you chills. Despite over 1,500 victims, no bodies have been found in the wreckage. It's a haunting mystery that has puzzled historians for over a century. You see, the Titanic's final resting place is more than 2 miles beneath the surface of the North Atlantic Ocean. At such depths, the pressure is immense and the temperatures are near freezing. Many believe that the bodies were devoured by deep-sea creatures, while others propose that they were swept away by ocean currents. But the most common theory suggests that the bodies simply disintegrated over time due to the harsh underwater conditions. So while the wreck of the Titanic offers a glimpse into a tragic past, it's eerily void of human remains. It's a chilling reminder of the cold, final resting place of so many. Have you ever wondered why Titanic has never been raised from the ocean bed? The answer lies in the very material that once made her the marvel of the sea. The steel used in the construction of the Titanic, while strong and durable, has become brittle over the centuries submerged in salty seawater. This brittleness is due to a phenomenon known as sulfate-reducing bacteria, which has been slowly eating away at the ship's hull, making it impossible to lift without causing it to crumble. So despite advancements in technology and numerous recovery proposals, the Titanic's resting place remains the same. The impossibility of raising the Titanic has led to a deeper understanding of the effects of time and environment on submerged steel structures. A ship that was once a pinnacle of human achievement now lies unreachable in its watery grave. The Titanic was not just a vessel for people, but also for art, including a painting worth millions. Among the treasures that sank with the Titanic was a masterpiece called La Circassienne au Bain. This painting by French artist Marie-Joseph Blondel was a portrait of a beautiful Circassian woman at Bath, a subject that was quite popular in the early 19th century. The painting was on its way across the Atlantic, destined for a new home on American soil, but it never made it. Today, the painting is believed to have been worth around 55 million rand, making it the most valuable item lost in the Titanic disaster. The fate of La Circassienne au Bain is a poignant reminder of the cultural treasures that were lost along with the lives aboard the ill-fated ship. A priceless piece of art, forever lost to the depths. Here's a secret that might surprise you. All 33 horses on board were put on lifeboats. These weren't just any horses, they were highly prized, representing a significant investment for their owners. During the early 20th century, horses were a crucial part of society, used for everything from transportation to agriculture. Their importance was reflected on the Titanic, where the horses were treated with utmost care. When disaster struck, these valuable creatures were given spots on the lifeboats, a decision that might seem strange to us today. However, back then, it was a logical choice to save what was considered a valuable asset. These horses' story is a fascinating glimpse into the priorities and values of a time long past, a testament to the complexities of human nature when faced with life-altering decisions. It's a tale that adds another layer of intrigue to the already captivating narrative of the Titanic, a testament to the values of a bygone era. The Titanic was a treasure trove, carrying items estimated to be worth around $200 million. Imagine, if you will, the vast collection of personal belongings, fine art, and luxury goods that went down with the ship. Each piece, a silent witness to the ship's tragic end, now a valuable artifact of a bygone era. Among the items, there were many that fetched a hefty price. For instance, a simple cracker, saved from a survival kit on one of the Titanic's lifeboats, was sold in 2017 for a staggering $23,000. A seemingly mundane object, its value inflated by its connection to one of history's most infamous maritime disasters. These artifacts, from the luxurious to the ordinary, tell a story of the people on board the Titanic. They speak to their lives, their tastes, their everyday realities. They are reminders of the human element in this grand tragedy. The Titanic, a ship of dreams and a ship of treasures. Every ship needs a good mouser, and the Titanic was no different. On board this majestic vessel was a humble feline named Jenny. Unassumingly important, Jenny had a crucial role on the Titanic, keeping the ship's rodent population under control. Now, you might wonder, why a cat on such a luxurious liner? Well, it was a common maritime tradition. Cats were believed to bring good luck, and they were practical too, safeguarding the ship's food stores and cargo from rats. Jenny, the ship cat, was a familiar sight on deck, dutifully patrolling her territory. She was even said to have had a litter of kittens aboard the Titanic. But, like so many others, Jenny's story took a tragic turn. She couldn't escape the ship's fate and perished in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. Her tale, though a small part of the Titanic's grand narrative, adds a poignant touch to the saga. A small but significant character in the Titanic's tale. Did you know there was a murderer aboard the Titanic? Yes, you heard it right. Among the varied list of passengers, there was one man who had a dark secret. His name was William Mintram. He wasn't just an ordinary crew member serving on the majestic ship. He was a man with a past that was as turbulent as the icy waters the Titanic sailed through. Mintram worked for the White Star Line, the company that owned the Titanic. But before this, he had been in prison. His crime? He had murdered his wife. After serving his sentence, he found employment on the Titanic, a fresh start in the middle of the vast ocean, but as fate would have it, his past and present were both marked by tragedy. As the ship met its untimely end, so did Mintram, carrying his dark secret with him to the depths of the Atlantic. A dark secret among the Titanic's passengers. The tale of a pocket watch tells a chilling story of the Titanic's final moments. Among the personal items retrieved from the victims was a pocket watch that had stopped ticking at precisely 1:50 in the morning. This was a little over 2 hours after the Titanic had made its fatal contact with the iceberg, and a mere half hour before the grand ship disappeared beneath the surface of the ocean. Just as intriguing as the pocket watch was a key found in close proximity to it. This key was used to unlock a cupboard that held life jackets. It's a sobering thought to consider the urgency and desperation that must have accompanied the use of this key in those final moments. These artifacts, the pocket watch and the key, serve as silent witnesses to the tragic events that unfolded that fateful night. They are haunting reminders of the Titanic's tragic end. Scientists predict that by 2030, the Titanic could be completely gone. Now, this doesn't mean that it's sinking further into the sea or being washed away by currents. The culprit behind this vanishing act is, in fact, tiny microbes, specifically a bacteria named Halomonas titanicae. This bacteria, discovered in 2010, is gradually eating away at the Titanic's iron hull, converting it into a form that dissolves more readily in seawater. It's a fascinating, if somewhat eerie, example of how nature reclaims what man has made. This microbial munching has been going on for over a century now, and scientists believe that in less than a decade, there might be nothing left of the once majestic ocean liner. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? The Titanic, once the epitome of man's ambition and engineering prowess, is now being reduced to a mere memory by microscopic organisms. The Titanic slowly fading away, just like the era it represents. One of the most heart-rending stories from the Titanic involves a woman and her beloved dog. Among the 412 women aboard the Titanic, 108 tragically perished. Among them was Miss Anne Elizabeth Isham, a woman of high society from a prominent Chicago family. Miss Isham was known for her love for her Great Dane, a massive canine who was her constant companion. When the Titanic hit the iceberg and the lifeboats were being loaded, Miss Isham was told that there was no room for her Great Dane. Unable to bear the thought of leaving her trusted companion behind, she reportedly refused to board the lifeboat. Days later, her body was recovered from the icy Atlantic waters, her arms wrapped tightly around her Great Dane. Their frozen forms bore silent testimony to their unbreakable bond, a tragic tale of loyalty and love amidst disaster. We've journeyed through the lesser-known secrets of the Titanic, each one adding a new layer to its complex tale. From the vanishing victims to the unraisable ship, the lost masterpiece, horses on lifeboats, and the ship's own cat, Jenny. We've delved into the Titanic's murderer, the mysterious pocket watch, the disappearing wreckage, and the poignant story of the woman and her dog. Thank you for joining us on this voyage of discovery. Subscribe for more intriguing content, and until next time, keep exploring the depths of history.